Chinese think tank's nefarious designs on India have been exposed in this latest report that this think tank is believed to have given to the Chinese government. This Chinese strategist seeks breaking up India into 26 different nations. Think tank also suggests breaking India into 26 parts and use hostile neighbors to accomplish its mission. That mission perhaps could be regional or even world domination by China. These suggestions have come in from a Chinese strategic affairs analyst, Ran Lu, who is on official payrolls of the Chinese government. On August 8th, India in fact concluded a very cordial and dignified round of border talks with China. But, well, this report is something that could blow things beyond all proportions. The Chinese government has been advised by one of its official think tanks that the only way to tackle India is to break it up with force. Preposterous, dangerous suggestions that the Chinese government actually pays to receive.
Break up the Indian Republic into 26 independent states. Use hostile neighbors to accomplish the mission. If you think such words amount to sacrilege against the nation, here's something that should rattle you just a little bit more. These are the words of advice, official advice mind you, being given to the Chinese government by one of its most influential think tanks. But hang on, it gets worse. The author of the recommended policy suggests that China should join hands with the Assamese, the Kashmiris and the Tamils and encourage them to fight hard for independent states. For starters, by encouraging Bangladesh to invite ethnic Indian Bengalis to abandon Indian nationality and work towards a united Bengali state. If taken seriously, the preposterous recommendations made by Chinese strategic affairs specialist Ran Lu stand to stir up already edgy relations. Here's a glimpse of just what India thinks at this very moment.
China is in the process of consolidating its comprehensive national park and creating formidable military capabilities. Once that is done, China is likely to be more assertive on its claims, especially in our immediate neighborhood. Our trust deficit with China can never be liquidated unless our boundary problems are resolved.
Less than a month ago, headlines today highlighted a disturbing prophecy by noted Indian analyst Bharat Verma. He said China would mount a blistering attack on India before 2012.
They can take a gamble very easily compared to a democracy, and if they have a soft target where multiple strategic objectives can be met by a small victory by walking into Arunachal Pradesh or northeast or cutting off the Siliguri corridor, where the whole northeast then becomes out of India's reach and it has to be maintained by air, which is not frankly possible. So the danger really lies because if you see the map of northeast, it is surrounded by Bangladesh, there is a narrow corridor, these are low populated areas and which are claimed by China.
And in the meantime, this is the advice Beijing is chewing on. Carve India up, destroy its integrity, finish off its federated structure, create a crowd of warring independent states. Remember, this isn't advice from some deluded anarchist. This is the formal advice of a strategic thinker on the payrolls of the Chinese government. Shiv Arur, Headlines Today.